minutes past 9. Well, something that's happening in Auckland from the 26th to the 27th of August at the end of this month is an event brought together by communications agency The Church. It's called We Can Create, and it will connect with all the best in art, design, culture and technology, as well as showcasing marketing, creativity and innovation. So quite a cool event that people will be attending from all over the world, and of course getting a whole lot of people here in New Zealand involved as well. And John Raymon from The Church is the brains, I suppose, behind it all. John joins me in the Kiwi studio. Morning, John.
Good morning.
Now, this event sprung out of something that has been running for a few years now, though, isn't it?
Yeah, this is our 8th year running such a design creative conference. But this is the year that we are going alone and creating a new event called We Can Create. Yeah.
Well, exactly, and that kind of explains it, I suppose, that there is this community that's growing in New Zealand that are running businesses from creative endeavours. And I guess, is this really waving the flag and saying the statement that we can create and we can do it here in New Zealand?
Yeah, and it's just an invitation for everyone to get involved, really. And the actual 2-day conference, the speakers are very diverse, so there's lots of different appeals for different businesses and creative studios and stuff.
Yeah. Right across the board, what, from web design to advertising?
Advertising to traditional mark making, graphic design, environmental design. We've got technology innovators, as you say, online.
Like architecture?
We've got architecture photographer, but not actually architecture itself. But we've got more, I'd say, digital architecture. We could put it like that.
Urban design,
environmental design.
Yeah,
but
it's really important right now, and something that we're talking a lot about in New Zealand, specifically with the rebuilding of Christchurch.
Yeah, true. Yeah, it's Morag Myerscough's coming over from the UK, and she's like an award-winning environmental designer that redefines and changes urban spaces in much more of a social, public manner.
Yeah.
So she'll be really interesting, and again, she covers off a completely different territory. So all 12 speakers, they span right out there, which is really kind of which the audience get a lot out of at the end of the day. So I think that's the main thing.
Yeah, and that's what you want. I mean, you want to inspire people to think, above and beyond what they're currently doing.
Yeah, and the whole thought generation, bringing into your practice or your creative industry, being inspired from the diversity, which will then trigger off more within your own field.
But why you guys? Why the church? Why are you doing this?
Well, as I say, we've brought this kind of creative event to New Zealand. This is our 8th year, so. But again, it's just about inspiring the community, really, and bringing back in and giving something back into the community rather than just doing clients' work all the time. We really want to inspire and just enable people to do great new things with the new technology and stuff.
Do you think it gives a feedback that if an organisation like yourselves takes it on board to do it, it can only strengthen the community, which can then only, I guess, strengthen your business at the end of the day?
Yeah, I mean, it's a great flag for us in terms of as you say, the creative community, and it's a good talking point with our clients, and a lot of them like to get involved in sponsorship and stuff like that. So it's a feel-good factor.
Yeah.
Which ultimately benefits the creative community, which is what we're all about, really.
Yeah. Let's talk more about some of the people who are coming to the event. Who else should people look out for that would be really good to see?
They're kind of ranging from speakers that are really quite intense with their practice to ones which are probably a bit more entertaining speakers. Again, we really look towards individuals that can hold themselves for that hour, because each speaker gets an hour, and so they're ranging from the kind of youthful, dynamic edge to the more mature, practiced individual. So we're ranging from, there's a guy called Raphael Rosendahl who's a kind of web visual artist who's really interesting, and he's from Brazil, and he travels all over the world and uses the web as his canvas. So I think he's going to be a really interesting speaker. And then we go to the other spectrum, which is Frank Kozik, who's a bit of a legend in the music industry and now does all of the vinyl kind of collectible toys and stuff.
Oh, really? Okay. So, what kind of stuff?
Frank Kozik.
Yeah.
He's kind of renowned for a snorking labbit, which is a Japanese take on a smoking rabbit.
Oh yeah.
And he's you can understand his work by there's always seems to be a kind of reoccurring cigarette in the mouth of all of his.
I was recently in Tokyo and I saw some of those at a gift shop.
Yeah, it's a huge movement, and people are decorating them and kind of designing their own toys. That's quite a big aspect of it.
Yeah. So, I mean, who should attend? Who should go along to this?
Well, over the years, our events have kind of balanced themselves out from creative professionals and students. So, again, we've got a good student base, but anyone in the creative industry, really, ranging from advertising, graphic design, web design, environmental design, bit of music industry as well, if you're interested in music-oriented graphics and stuff.
Good place to network as well?
Yeah, I mean, it's because it's quite an intense 2 days, but as I say, we've got lots of events building up to it, satellite events and launches and stuff like that, so it's definitely a huge amount of activity where you can pop along, and there's all the side events are free as well, so if you don't actually make to the main event, there's something for you to get involved in.
Yeah. And I know that I'm looking forward to catching up with some of the guests that are coming through as well. All the details are up at the website wecancreate.co.nz, which is a very creative website to itself. Is that done internally at the church?
Yeah, you can move around the bubbles and configure your own homepage, so you kind of design your own website.
Yeah, which is nice. Oh, can you actually move around though? Hang on, I'll just have a quick practice and see if I can move around some bubbles on the front page. I mean, is that what you guys specialise in?
Yeah, I mean, as a communication agency, we range from web design to traditional branding to campaigns. Just for the gigs and designers out there who may be interested, what's the website actually running on? What's the? It's built by good friends Verb down in Timaru. All the way down there, they've supported us for a number of years, and I think it's an ASP website, but it's got lots and lots of JavaScript up front, which enables you to do all sorts of things. And it's very smart because it's not taxing on the system at all. No, it's not slowing everything down. It's just one page which loads on top of each other. Yeah, there you go. There's a little bit of inside ball on the wecancreate.co.nz website. John Raymon from the church, thanks very much for joining us. We look forward to it actually happening on the 26th and 27th of August in Auckland City. Cheers for coming on in. Thanks. Got a